Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to cook CUCHINTA. I am not sure if you're familiar with this food, but this is our number one, or let's say our favorite breakfast or snack way back in my hometown. Okay, as you can see here, I'm measuring 2.3 cups of water and 2 to 3 pieces of the pandan leaves. But don't worry, you don't need to follow up my measurement here because I am making about a 1.5 sets of the cuchinta. I am going to put the exact measurement at the end of this video. So first we are going to boil the pandan leaves with the water, and once it's boiled, we are going to cool it down and we are going to add it to the dry ingredients later on. So as you can see, it's boiling now. It is time to turn off. Don't let it boil longer because it's gonna dry up all the water, or it's gonna less the measurement of your fluid. Okay, here are my measurement for the dry ingredients. First is we're going to combine the sugar or brown sugar, then the flour and the tapioca flour in the bowl. Don't get confused with my measurement here. Like I said, I'm going to list all the ingredients of measurement at the end of the video, but right now we are just combining all the dry ingredients. Okay, no exact measurement, but just scoop a sugar from the already measured from your bowl, and we're going to caramelize it. You can add 2 tablespoons of water or just directly caramelize it and add the water later on. This is for just to have the colored and add flavor to the cuchinta. And here's another secrets to make cochinta. It's called achuete if you're familiar with it. If you're looking to the store, it named annatto seeds. We are going to use about a teaspoon, and we're going to add a water from the boiled pandan. If you don't have the powder, you can use also the whole annatto seeds, but you are going to melt it or squish it using the hot water from your boiled pandan. Okay, once it's melt down, we're going to put this aside and proceed for the next ingredients of the cooking. Let's continue to caramelize the brown sugar until it's completely dissolved. It is now dissolving and become caramelized. We're going to add a liquid in a couple of minutes. A little bit of dark and a bitter taste of the caramelized sugar gives the flavor for the cuchinta. Directly from the faucet, let's get a half cup of water and we're going to pour it to the caramelized sugar to melt it down. Now let's put this aside and let's proceed for the next recipe. For the dry ingredients, I already have the sugar that I already measured earlier. The reason I measured it first is because I want to get some for my caramelized sugar for the liquid ingredients. Okay, let's recap. 2 1/4 packed cup of brown sugar. In the sugar, let's add 1 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of flour. In my measurement, I use 1 1/2 of sets or 30 pieces of the cuchinta. For the tapioca, let's add 1 1/4 packed cup plus 2 tablespoons of the tapioca flour. That's all for the dry ingredients and the cuchinta recipe. Now let's combine it, and we're going to add the liquid here in a couple of minutes. Let's add the caramelized brown sugar to the pandan water, then pour it to the dry ingredients and stir until all the particles are completely dissolved. Then let's add the annatto or the achuete seeds. Just reminder, if you're using the annatto seeds, the whole seeds, don't put or don't mix the seeds, just the colored wash from the seeds. Make sure that you completely mix well until all the particles are completely dissolved. Once it's completely dissolved, we're going to add one more and last of the recipe. It's called lye water. And this is the last. It's lye or LYE water. This make your cuchinta chewy or gooey texture. Then we're going to add 4 teaspoons of the lye water and then combining it well, mix it well, and then we're going to pour it into the molder, and it's time for cooking, or it's time to cook. Okay, and about the steamer, you can set the steamer ahead of time, or you can put the water in boil ahead of time while you are mixing all these ingredients. We are almost there. The next is the molder. Now let's start the high heat in the stove, and with the prepared water, let's start it to boil. And in my pan, I have the 24 pieces of the molder and spray it with the oil. If you don't have spray, you can just wipe it with oil. This is just to prevent sticking. Make sure that you keep stir your liquid so we can prevent to settling down the particles to the bottom. Now it's ready. Let's pour it to the molder, and make sure that your water is already boiling before you pour it to the molder. It is because we cannot stir the liquid into the molder. Like I said, we have to keep stirring it until it's ready for the boiling. Now let's set it up to the boiling water in the steamer. Then we're going to cover it with the clean towel, and we're going to cook it for 35 to 40 minutes. Then let's set the second layer of the steamer and cover it with the towel and set the timer for 35 to 40 minutes, or you can keep checking once it's completely brown or you think it's hard enough to that it's really cooked, then it's done. Now it's time to sit back and relax and watch our favorite show. Okay, now my cooking time is done, and here is the result of my cuchinta. I hope you enjoy watching my video, and like I said, if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe, and please don't forget to leave me comment and likes. And I thank you so much for spending time with me cooking the cuchinta recipe. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day. Sprinkle with coconut or freshly grated coconut, and good to go. Here is the super yummy delicious cuchinta. Hope you try it and you're gonna love it. Enjoy! And here we go. My perfect cuchinta. Mhm.
Masarap na kutsinta.